Every year, hundreds of thousands of foreigners pack their bags for Thailand, Malaysia, and South Korea, chasing promises housed inside massive, ultra-modern medical cities. They are traveling with the hope of halting autoimmune decay, restoring chronic joint function, and bypass biological limits of aging. The commercial pitch is straightforward. Clinics claim they will inject you with living stem cells, and those cells will act as microscopic construction workers, physically rebuilding a damaged knee, a failing heart, or aging brain tissue. Selling the dream of tissue replacement is incredibly lucrative. It offers immediate hope to desperate patients, but it relies on a biological premise that simply is not true. We are looking at a massive divide between the rigorous science in global labs and the highly expensive, unregulated menus pushed by overseas clinics. Patients drain their savings to pay premium, out-of-pocket prices for treatments they misunderstand. That actors exploit an outdated idea, the myth that stem cells act as microscopic magic bricks, neatly patching up structural holes in your anatomy. To navigate this market without getting scammed, you have to look past the glossy brochures and understand the microscopic reality these tourism clinics conveniently ignore. Let's drop down into the bloodstream, right to the cellular level. The primary ingredient in these commercial treatments are mesenchymal stem cells, or MSCs, living adult cells extracted and then reintroduced to your body. Here's the truth. Those MSCs rarely, if ever, transform into new physical tissue to rebuild a joint or an organ. Through paracrine signaling, MSCs operate like biochemical factories, pumping out targeted signals to calm the immune system. But injecting whole, living cells carries severe risks. The body can reject them, they can clump together, causing deadly lung clots, or mutate into tumors. Traditional MSC therapy relies on volatile living factories. They have powerful biological effects, but they are inherently dangerous to inject. Researchers discovered that the therapeutic effect comes from the specific cargo the cell secretes, rather than the cell's physical presence. Exosomes are tiny, completely cell-free packets filled with RNA and proteins. Acting as chemical text messages, they deliver direct healing instructions to your native cells. Their microscopic size lets them pass through tight barriers, like the blood-brain barrier, with zero risk of clumping or tumors. The cutting edge of regenerative medicine has moved past crude whole-cell transplants into the realm of precise chemical communication. Zooming back out to the consumer market, clinics have weaponized this science. Exosomes are now the shiny buzzword plastered across expensive marketing packages. Medically, exosomes clear out of the human body very rapidly. Optimal clinical dosing is highly experimental, creating a massive gray area for clinics to exploit. In 2026, South Korea's transparency laws mandated a centralized tracking database for every cell injected, while China moved to restrict these therapies exclusively to top-tier, state-regulated Class 3A hospitals. The legal logic is clear. These tools are reserved for patients requiring severe immune system regulation, not medical tourists looking for a quick anti-aging fix. These regulations act as a deliberate bottleneck, trading short-term tourism profits for the long-term protection of high-stakes clinical science. The clinical reality is unromantic. Stem cells and exosomes are highly sophisticated anti-inflammatory tools, not magical regenerative wands. You have to know the difference between injecting a volatile, unpredictable living cell and delivering a precise biological text message. Knowing how these cellular mechanisms actually work is your best and only defense against a multi-billion-dollar medical machine.